So moving on from David Duke, now Todd's going to tell us about Don Black.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah, you know about Don Black, another KKK Grand Dragon and founder of the website Stormfront.
And I'm pretty sure also connected to the Rands, like Ron Paul. Or sorry, not the Rands, the Pauls.
Right.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know about that connection, but I
think there's some sort of connection there. Anyway.
Yeah.
Folks, Google it.
Yeah, go to Stormfront, check it out for yourself.
Head to Google, type in Ron Paul.
So Todd exclusively refers to this website in all caps as
nice.
Stormfront. Quote about Black here. Ironic last name, by the way.
Yeah, pretty funny.
As a student in Alabama's public schools, Don Black distributed racist publications. This caused the school board to ban the distribution of all political literature. But that didn't stop Black, who obtained the home addresses of his classmates from student handbooks and mailed racist materials to them directly.
He was on the mailing list thing, too.
Yes, he made his own as a teenager.
Damn, callback.
Yeah, they all have the same motives and strategies, I guess.
Yeah, the same MO, the same modus operandi.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that the nerds say that.
I was about to say it, but I wasn't sure if that was proper usage of the term. Yeah,
you were scared. I'll do it for you. I'll be the stupid one on the podcast. I'm the stupid.
Alan's more fearless. He shoots from the hip.
That's right.
So you may be surprised to know that after high school, Don Black went from this extremely racist activity to working in mainstream Republican campaigns in the 70s.
Yep.
This is also a crazy connection and coincidence, but James Earl Ray, that's the guy that shot MLK Jr.
Quote, coincidence.
Yeah, sort of is a coincidence, sort of isn't. But James Earl Ray's brother, Jerry, shot Don Black when he caught him stealing mailing lists from a campaign office.
That rocks. All the racists are in cahoots together. I mean,
yes.
Kind of. I mean, they're all competing against each other, but they're in the same business.
Yeah, but they're competing because they want personal gain from all of the business.
Yeah, make me the super racist.
Yes. So there's all this drama around mailing lists, and there's all these family connections with assassins and their lawyers and their son-in-laws. It's all interconnected with mainstream shit.
Google James Earl Ray. I don't know what I was getting at there.
Another connection. Black was imprisoned for 3 years after being sentenced in 1981, but this is a bit further than David Duke's scamming people. He and a group of well-armed white supremacists chartered a yacht headed for Dominica, a primarily black nation then governed by a black head of state. Black and his comrades had planned to overthrow the government by force.
Oh, yeah, it's that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they just, totally whiffed it, just like the guys trying to do the CIA overthrow in, Venezuela or wherever.
Right, yeah.
Nice. Only more racist. Or less racist, hard to say.
Probably more, but I mean, it's not like the other one isn't.
Yeah,
So after getting out of prison, Black started Stormfront. Actually, this is several years after that, but anyway, Black started Stormfront in 1995, and it became a big white supremacist forum.
And still is to this day.
Yeah, still active. He was the first Nazi to successfully utilize the internet in this way.
Hey Justin, what's your Stormfront username?
Do you have stairs in your house?
Nice. That was a good one.
So they are still active, although I think that at various points their hosting site has deregistered their domains and shit, so that they've run into trouble in recent years.
Yeah, there was a Something Awful forums group of people who would screenshot it, and it would always look like it was from the year 1992, which probably has never been updated since then.
Yeah. Glass houses when it comes to Something Awful.
Yeah.
As of May 2015, the number of registered users had climbed to over 300,000.
Oh my God.
These numbers are even more impressive when taking into account that they didn't include the even larger number of visitors who read Stormfront without actually joining or signing up as registered users. Less impressive is the proven revelation by the Southern Poverty Law Center that Stormfront readers have been implicated in or involved directly in nearly 100 murders.
And some of those are on the Something Awful forums.
Stormfront has been declining in recent years due to competition from newer white supremacist websites, such as
the Something Awful forums.
the firing range subforum on Something Awful.
Yes.
No, I was going to refer to the Daily Stormer.
Oh, yeah, that one. Isn't there... see, I always get the Daily Stormer and the Daily Caller mixed up.
Right, yeah, one is like a couple steps further racist than the other.
Yeah, one's just a little less explicit.
Obstreperous, I think, is the word you'd use for that.
Oh, right, yeah. Nice. We're learning.
Black in early 2019 said that Stormfront was going broke, partly because of competition from these newer, more obstreperous hatred-promoting sites.
Like the Something Awful forum.
So, my first time ever reading this word, and now it's used 2 times in this chapter.
He had a thesaurus, and he's using it.
Yep.
Thesaurus, whatever.
I would say thesaurus, but I like the pronunciation of thesaurus better.
Yeah, you can mix it up. English is a language that evolves over time. And
yeah.
We're evolving.
We just learned a new word today.
That's right.
Andrew Anglin is the guy who runs the Daily Stormer. One of those Nazi guys. He doesn't really talk about Andrew Anglin.
Is that... Oh, yeah, no, that's just some racist guy.
Todd talks a little bit about Don Black's son, who is kind of an interesting character. Black indoctrinated his son, Derek, into hatred from the time the boy could talk. Before Derek Black was 10 years old, he was creating racist, anti-Jewish websites which targeted elementary school-aged kids. As a teenager, he created and operated one of the internet's first 24-hour racist radio networks. As a 22-year-old college junior, Derek conducted seminars to teach racists and Holocaust deniers to optimize messaging code and memes to infiltrate the World Wide Web. Some of these memes were written by a former Reagan administration appointee, Bob Whitaker.
There's a cool picture of Ron Paul and Don Black and Don Black's son.
Oh my God. I think I have seen that.
Yeah. He has, his son has a cool hat on.
That does ring a bell.
Yeah, they hang out together. I'm just saying, it always makes me laugh when the Ron Paulers deny his racist roots, and it's like, he kind of hangs out with a bunch of racists.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to digress about Ron Paul. I just kind of have a thing against libertarians. I'm going to come out and say that right now. I know that's news to all of you out there in the world. But...
Yeah. Don Black was kind of indoctrinating his son, doing kind of like a Don Black speed run. Like, how fast can I make my son into me?
Mm-hmm.
But around 2013, Derek began reconsidering anti-Semitism, racial prejudice, and all forms of bigotry and hatred. So while Todd was working for the FBI, I guess that there were a few occasions where he made it a point to spend time with this kid, Derek, one-on-one, and like get him away from these Nazi gatherings, which, I suppose that's admirable, if not a little weird.
Yeah, it does seem odd.
Yeah, but as we know from the early pages of this book, Todd is no stranger to being friends with older men.
Yeah, that's true.
As he was with Ronald Reagan's brother. It's a mentorship program.
He loves these problematic men.
To use his own words, I made it a point to talk with Derek and take him to nearby restaurants. Eli Saslow's superb 2018 book about Derek's 2016 transformation from racist to open-minded collegian, the title of which is Rising Out of Hatred, describes some of my efforts to help Derek. So he's plugging another book in which he appears. Hopefully, other young people who are flirting with or involved in organized hate will read this book and change their ways and hearts as well.
Buy my book.
I think he's referring to the other book, Rising Out of Hatred, but it would be funny if he was talking about his own book.
That would be very funny.